All right, here is KOMODO, as had been requested. Sorry it's a little bit late. I do have a bit of a backlog, but here we go. So I already drew a channel line where price is moving between two parallel lines. Now, yes, there are two types of breakouts. One, it just breaks out. You can see it impulsing like crazy in 5 waves and so on. And then there are another type of breakout where it just meanders sideways, does nothing. Quite often, the ones that meander sideways are the ones that just explode right away, suddenly, in cryptos. So here's KOMODO to the dollar. The reason why I do it to the dollar, even if there is no dollar pair on exchanges, and I'll say it again, it's because when you analyze it to the dollar, you have one variable, and that is a change in the demand for that coin. The dollar stays constant. When you trade to the BTC pair, you have two variables. I have watched this now for a very long time. And when you have two variables, those are the change in the demand for the coin and the rate of change in the price of Bitcoin in an uptrend, especially. The USD leads the BTC pair. Again, the USD pair most often leads the BTC pair, or if you want it the other way, the BTC pair lags the USD pair both in Elliott waves and in pattern development. And that is very important to realize. Go and check yourself. Do a side by side. I've already shown that before in my blogs. So that's why I utilize the USD pair. Many people want to trade to the BTC pair because they feel that they're going to get a more reliable assurance of more Bitcoins if they get profits in Bitcoin. You can do the same thing in US dollar analysis, but you can buy it in Bitcoin and sell it as a BTC pair, receive your profits in BTC. But if you did your buy and sell decision based on USD, it'll probably be more BTCs. It has been for me. Why? One variable versus two variable means that the one variable analysis will lead the two variable analysis. So now I have the pattern, and this is clearly corrected. For now, because I don't want to make this too long, I'll just focus on the correction. I would count this as an A, B, and a C for now. There are always more than one way to count this. Absolutely. But it doesn't change the fact that this whole thing is a correction. And how you label the correction doesn't necessarily mean you are wrong. It just means you see it differently. You see the count differently. So if I have it as an ABC, let's do the subwaves. We can have ABC for blue A, And then we can have ABC for blue B, like so. And C always has 5 subwaves. And this fits pretty well. So does that mean this, just because there's 5 waves for C and this is an ABC, is a guarantee 100% that this is the bottom? If that is how you see technical analysis, then I strongly advise that you look at it again. There are no guarantees of such. It only tells you there's a good likelihood or probability that the bottom could be here. And for anyone who has not been following more than a month on a daily basis, will probably have missed out on earlier explanations on how I buy, how I make my entries. So in this case, I would have placed a bilateral in this zone. What is a bilateral? I ladder my entries. I scale my buys. I never buy all my coins in a single transaction. To me, that is insane because that induces buyer's remorse. And all of that is detail in my tutorial at the end of this blog linked, called the laddering tutorial. What if price goes down? Well, based on my laddering technique, I would do another entry, cast another bilateral right here. So I have one I bought here. If price tanks, I would buy here again, near the 0 mark. I would scale in more buys here. Will this be in paper loss? Yes. Would it bother me? No. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and I know of no other method that, at least for me, is viable to continue to sustainably identify the terminal ends of a correction. This is a correction. There were 5 waves up, interday waves, and there's a correction. A deep correction? Hell yeah. So I have a buy here and a buy here. If this was A, B, C, and the C is here, then the 5-wave trend reversal would be expected. I am buying for this. I am not buying for lower lows, no. But if they are lower lows, I will ladder my ladders. I have a ladder here, a ladder here. I could put another ladder here if I wanted to, but I don't think so, because that'll be the same as what I put here. I am buying for this 5-wave reversal trend. And that's exactly what I did for the bottom of Bitcoin at around 59 something. I had posted on my blog the ladder that I actually was using. And now they are profitable because of the 5-wave impulse, 2 rounds of it that we've had on Bitcoin. So what's next? On Elliott waves, we can count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Timeline will be taken into consideration. Like so. Target will be 1092 at wave 5. 918 at wave 3. The reason why I give a wave 3 target is because as a trader, if I was a trader, and I don't trade these small waves, but if I was a trader instead of a longer term investor, I would take profits at wave 3 because the height from wave 3 to wave 5 is not too different. And then I would take remaining profits at wave 5. I've already covered this many times, and it's also covered in my tutorial, when to buy and when to sell. Okay, I hope you found this to be helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions.